Well, good afternoon, everybody. If you want to get comfortable, or you can stand, you can sit, you can whatever. You came in from melting from outside, so glad that you're all here. I am really happy to be here today with all of you to highlight beautiful Greene County and to celebrate the Solar for Schools initiative. I'm State Senator Cameron Bartolotta, and I am honored to have all of you spend this afternoon in the 46th Senatorial District. And I am very grateful for Representative Fiedler she got up this morning and drove all the way out here. God bless you for that. I keep telling you, when you come out the night before, we'll go to dinner, we'll have fun, it'll be great. I'll show you a little bit more about the district. But I would really like to welcome you back to Greene County, my friend and colleague, Representative Elizabeth Fiedler, and her staff. A few months ago, we held a roundtable at West Greene School District to talk about the importance of her legislation, House Bill 1032, a bill that would create the Pennsylvania for Solar Schools Grant Program. During our discussions at the roundtable, it was abundantly clear that energy costs remain one of the biggest financial burdens on our schools. A responsible solution proposed in House Bill 1032 would offer grants to school districts, intermediate units, career and technology centers, and community colleges to fund solar energy projects. With rising utility bills, and we know how awful that is today, I mean, our bills have doubled, sometimes even tripled in some cases with this economy, we know that schools need a solution that would offset the current financial burden and save districts and taxpayers hundreds of thousands of dollars. We need to act now and invest in our Commonwealth and its schools. Today, we celebrate the passage of House Bill 1032, now called Act 68. In my senatorial district, there are 19 public school districts and 3 CTCs. The administrators of these schools are all looking for ways to move the needle forward on efficiency, and this program is here to help. This program will not only help our schools move forward with energy efficiency, but also allow us to bring back federal dollars to our communities from the Inflation Reduction Act, while also creating family-sustaining jobs locally. Southwestern Pennsylvania is known as the energy capital of the world, and for good reason. We have robust, homegrown natural resources right here under our feet, supporting our nation's needs. This announcement today only adds to our legacy of energy production and diversity. These solar projects are good for our schools, they are good for our workforce, and good for our future. In today's political climate, having a bipartisan, bicameral win with the governor's signature is no small feat. I was thrilled to support this legislation and, as always, support the schools right here in Greene County and across the entire Commonwealth. Mr. Krupa, thank you for hosting us today. And Representative Fiedler, thank you again for helping to make Greene County and the entire 46th Senatorial District shine bright. Mark, the podium is all yours.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. First off, I'd just like to say that I'm very excited to have everybody here at the Greene County Career and Technology Center. I'm very excited that we have so much support from everyone within our community, from your offices. We're just really happy to have so many people involved with what we do here at the CTC. As far as education in Greene County, we are very diverse. We look forward to the opportunities that this will bring to Greene County, and then also any type of employment opportunities that we can train for within our schools. You have the dedication of not only our districts, but our CTC, and we look forward to working with you. And at this time, I'd like to turn it over to Mr. Brian Jackson. Thank you.
Thank you, Mark. I didn't prepare a speech like Mark did. But what I do want to tell you is I want to piggyback a little bit on what Senator Bartolotta mentioned about school districts and financial situations of school districts. West Greene in particular is a district that has a lot of coal, not so much now as we used to. And of course, we have a lot of gas energy, natural gas energy. What we see every day at West Greene, I'll be honest with you, we see the coal leave the county, we see the coal leave West Greene, we see the gas leaving West Greene. In a few short years, our coal will be depleted. And our major income for our school district is coal, not natural gas, but coal. So we have to find some alternatives. And Don Martin's with us, and I know that we had talked about solar energy well before I met Representative Fiedler. But we even wrote a grant for solar energy, and I know that us in California were two that were participants. I never heard anything from that since we put that out. But we've been searching around. Mark and I both have talked about the use of solar energy as a means to help our district out. I know in probably 10 years we're going to be in a desperate situation where our school is. So we're looking for alternatives for our community, but mainly for our kids and their education. Stephen, where's Steve? He sent an email out just in the middle of when we were looking for some solutions for solar energy. We sent an email out, which I happened to get one, and I responded back. And next thing I know, he tells me he's working for Representative Fiedler, and that you would be welcome to come. You would welcome yourself to come to West Greene, and we were, of course, accept you with open arms. We want to hear what we had to say. And now we're here with this legislation that possibly can help us put something together. We did go through some diagnostic to find out if we could even have a solar array, and we can. Even though we have 170 acres, it's not conducive to solar array, but unless we solve some, cut some trees down, then I get into another problem there. But at any rate, we have always the roof option, and our building is rather large. We figured it out. It won't pay for all of our electric, but it'll pay for a good sum of it. So anyway, I thank you, and I thank you for pushing this through for us, for our school district, for our county. I know that technology continues to get better. So what you see now, the solar arrays you see now, I know they'll be improved upon. And I know we'll be able to generate a little more electric. And I think this is a good thing for our community. It's a good thing for Greene County. I think it's a good thing for our nation. So thank you both. And I don't know who's on next. All right.
Put my glasses on so I'm not blind. First of all, thank you so much for having me. It's a really privilege to be here. My name is Lois Bauer Bjornson. I'm the Southwestern Pennsylvania Field Organizer with Clean Air Council. Clean Air Council is an environmental, health-based organization that has been fighting for the right for people to breathe clean air and live in a safe environment for over 50 years. So first I'd like to say I'm from Fredericktown, like 20 minutes down the road. And my grandfather, my father, and my brother went to Waynesburg College and then university. So I spent a ton of time here in Waynesburg. I danced here. I was in parades. I got drugged to football games and basketball games and wrestling matches and all of that. So this is really, really personal to me. The passage of Solar for Schools is a monumental win for Pennsylvanians, the environment, schools, and workers. We really appreciate the bipartisan support here, definitely. At Clean Air Council, we know that solar is the future of clean energy production here in Pennsylvania. Solar for Schools will support solar development in the Commonwealth as a clean, affordable energy source, while also saving schools money and creating family-sustaining jobs. Just yesterday, we all hear it on the news, there are a lot of schools that had to close because they had inadequate air conditioning or no air conditioning at all. And so, unfortunately, this is not, something that's new to us. Representative Fiedler has always been a longtime champion for creating safe, healthy school environments, and Solar for Schools is going to do just that. So thank you for that. The program will allow schools to access unprecedented funding for solar that will help schools save money on their energy cost. These are dollars that can support our teachers, our students, and help make schools safer and more resilient in our heating world. At Clean Air Council, we know that bountiful solar energy is the cheapest it has ever been. And in fact, it's the cheapest source of energy today. Helping Pennsylvania schools leverage this resource and, in the process, benefit from energy savings while having clean air is fantastic all the way around. Helping schools access solar can also be an opportunity to train more Pennsylvanians to learn how to be solar installers. In doing so, Solar for Schools will help create a pipeline of good jobs and financially sustainable and well-poised to meet the ever-growing clean energy renewable environment. So Clean Air Council wholeheartedly supports Solar for Schools and is excited to see this become a reality in Pennsylvania. We want to see the state meet its climate goals while supporting our schools and creating good paying jobs. This is a win-win for everyone. Thank you very much.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Michelle Getze. I'm honored to stand here before you today as a representative of the Laborers International Union of North America, also known as LIUNA. On behalf of LIUNA, I want to express our deep commitment to the projects and opportunities ahead. Our Mid-Atlantic region, covering North Carolina, Virginia, Maryland, DC, West Virginia, and Pennsylvania, is home to roughly 40,000 men and women who build the Mid-Atlantic. These members are the backbone of our union, contributing to a wide range of projects from residential construction to building roads, bridges, tunnels, buildings, and power infrastructure. We are also proud to lead in renewable energy projects across our region. We're very excited about the opportunities created by the passage of this bill and the benefits it brings to our members and schools across the Commonwealth. LIUNA has a rich history of working on renewable projects throughout Pennsylvania, most recently with hundreds of our members working on several utility-scale projects as part of PULSE, the Project to Utilize Light and Solar Energy Initiative. LIUNA members don't just have jobs, they have careers that provide family-supporting wages, health insurance, apprenticeship and training opportunities, and a pension for a respectable retirement. The upcoming school solar projects will be built using prevailing wages, union labor, and signatory contracting partners. These projects will also adhere to the Inflation Reduction Act requirements, including the use of registered apprentices. LIUNA is fully prepared to meet and exceed these goals, partnering with all stakeholders to ensure success. We look forward to working together on these exciting opportunities ahead. Thank you, everyone in this room, for having us here and be able to speak upon this today. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Lena Hanna, and I'm PSBA's Member Outreach Manager for Western Pennsylvania. PSBA is thrilled with the inclusion of the Pennsylvania Solar for Schools grant program in Act 68 of 2024. Like every Pennsylvanian, school districts across the state are enduring rising energy costs. This has resulted in school leaders being placed in the difficult position of either raising local taxes or diverting resources away from the classroom to cover these increasing costs. In PSBA's annual State of Education report, school leaders have reported a number of infrastructure challenges over the last several years. The most pressing of these challenges are old, inefficient school buildings and the need for energy updates. Act 68 of 2024 specifically addresses the demonstrated need for energy efficiency upgrades. Many school districts simply lack the resources needed to make large-scale upgrades to their school buildings, such as installing a solar power array. PSBA is proud to stand with Representative Fiedler and Senator Bartolotta in their bipartisan and bicameral approach to beginning to solve this challenge. As need for energy efficiency upgrades, the rising energy costs persist. the Solar for School programs answers the call with aid schools across the Commonwealth by providing the resources needed to get a solar project off the ground, by providing a source of state funding for the installation of solar power schools across the state. As seen during last year's Solar for All Schools tour of the Commonwealth, the savings will be rerouted back into the classroom or other components of the budget requiring more funding. However, the need persists, and we must ensure that funding is maintained in future budgets to ensure all public school entities have the resources they need to curb the growing cost of energy. PSBA commends Representative Fiedler and Senator Bartolotta for their continued and persistent leadership on ensuring schools have access to cleaner and more affordable energy, and for unlocking a source of savings for public schools. PSBA looks forward to seeing the growth and success of the program and continuing our work with Representative Fiedler and Senator Bartolotta on many issues impacting public schools infrastructure. Thank you. Representative Fiedler.
Hi, thank you. I'm State Representative Elizabeth Fiedler. I am so excited to be here. I did indeed drive all the way from Philadelphia. It was a short drive, but I'm really honored to be back here, and I'm so grateful to the Senator for her continued advocacy and determination on Solar for Schools, absolutely, but also really on behalf of this place where we are, this incredibly beautiful part of Pennsylvania that is physically far from Philadelphia and physically kind of far from Harrisburg, but she advocates for you all with such determination and such honor and integrity that you could have no greater champion than Camera. So I am so honored to work with you on this project and hope it's really the beginning of a partnership. And as you heard, a bipartisan, bicameral partnership, which has become increasingly rare in Harrisburg, but we got it over the line this time, and it really was a team effort. So I am so grateful for your work in the chamber. Absolutely. So as I said, I'm State Representative Elizabeth Fiedler, proud to be here drove in from my home district in South Philadelphia, the other side of the state. So a place that looks very different, a very urban place. We don't have as many trees, but we do face many of the same challenges, especially when it comes to schools and the challenges that school administrators and teachers face. And that really is something that we have heard over the past year and a half. As you heard, we took a tour. We had the chance to go to West Greene. We've been all over the state in urban, rural, and suburban school districts, and we've heard over and over from school district administrators and superintendents, principals, and students about the unpredictability of budgets and the fact that energy prices, as you heard, just keep going up and up and up. And it's simply hitting a point that is just untenable. It's not possible to continue to balance these budgets, and it's not possible, especially when the prices are unpredictable in this way. So we are so excited about the passage of Solar for Schools, which we know will be really a tool for school districts, a great tool to be able to generate your own electricity, to be able to have that sort of budget predictability and stability, and of course to save taxpayers millions of dollars over the life of the array, which to me is just, as the daughter of two public school teachers, for us to be able to give that gift to schools across the Commonwealth, to save millions of dollars that can be reinvested in amazing schools like you have here and schools across PA is just so tremendously exciting. As you heard, the dollars from Solar for Schools can be reinvested in educational opportunities, career, apprenticeships, school buildings, whatever's the best fit for the school. And I think that's one of the most beautiful things about this legislation is it sets, really a framework that allows school districts to apply for these grants, helps them bring back the federal money to cover the rest of the cost, and then really it's in the school district's hands. They could put an array on the roof, on the grounds, they could do both. You could do a parking lot canopy, really whatever the best fit is for your local district, and then the dollars that you save, all those millions of dollars over the life of array, you can reinvest them however you see fit, whatever's the best for your students and your community. And I think that's really one of the most beautiful things about the Solar for Schools legislation is that flexibility, that it really recognizes right from the beginning that our schools face many of the same challenges, but their needs are not all the same. So I am so excited to be here. It really has been a journey over a year and a half, and it's a little bit surreal to finally be at the point where we're like waiting for DCED to roll out the guidelines and the application, and are so excited to help spread the word, and so grateful to the schools out here for their interest and their participation. And I'm quite confident that your senator will be working with you as well to try to turn in a strong applications for this program. We're excited that we were able to get a $25 million appropriation for the program, which is no small feat in Harrisburg. And that said, we know there are a lot of schools that would like to apply. So we're really excited to have a strong start to the program. We've been working very closely with our labor partners, as you heard, and I'm grateful to Michelle for being here. And been working very strongly also with our environmental partners. Thank you, Lois, for being here. It's really been a tremendous partnership with a very, very strong coalition of stakeholders that's made this all possible. I want to give a quick shout out also to John from PA Solar Center. They are experts in this field and have been really invaluable in sharing their experience and their expertise. They joined us at West Greene, and so John's here afterwards if anyone wants to kind of talk with him about from the expertise standpoint about where to put arrays, where not to put arrays, and what things you might need to look into before deciding if a solar array is a good fit for your school. So I am so excited to be here. I'm excited, hopefully, to get to come back to Greene County at some point, and I will take you up on that. I will stay overnight. I'll get to see everything in the proper way. So. But yeah, really excited, and come up here if you would, please, because bipartisanship in Harrisburg is so rare. And I haven't been there that long, but I have heard so many stories, and I'm just so grateful to you. I think it is a tremendous example of what's possible in Harrisburg and of the ways in which we can meet the needs of our constituents and bring back benefits for everyone.
The way things should get done.
Exactly. So thank you all.
And thank you to our commissioners, too.
Oh yeah, do you want to thank them, please? Yes.
And thank you to our county commissioners who are here today, and thank you so much for the administration, for everybody. It's really it's a big deal for, and I'll say it. It's not an insult. It's a term of endearment. Little Greene County, put us on the map. And thank you so much for doing this for us and for traversing. You can't get much farther away from South Philly.
I've learned this.
Yeah, yes, you have. Yes. When you said it's been a long journey, I thought you meant this morning. But yes, so thank you. And thank all of you for participating in this really great event to kick off. All right.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. Great.
Thank you, Senator, and thank you, everyone, for being here. This is the first stop that we have over the next couple of weeks as we tour the Commonwealth, spreading the word about solar for schools and getting more schools interested, and really honored to be here for the kickoff. Thank you again. All right.